offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
And it feels good to be back in studio. Thanks so much to the team taking care of business while we were out. James D. Jerome did a great job filling in as the backup quarterback. Jonathan, always a great job. Jose, thanks so much. Everybody helping out as I was out with my medical stuff going on, but back in studio. It feels great to be back here, back in work, and representing right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty, helping you win in your real estate deals, buying, selling, or investing. Of course, you know, we would love to take care of you, great care of you and your family if you're buying, selling, or investing here in Tampa Bay. And this segment's brought to you by Jade's Premium Quality Cleaning, one of our sponsors. Jade and her family, it's a family-run business. They do such a great job. They clean our real estate properties. They clean our personal residence. And I can tell you, you know, from firsthand experience, they are a great family-run business. They're COVID-19 compliant, and they do a great job. So any cleaning that you need, we'd greatly appreciate if you support our family of show partners here. Jade's Premium Quality Cleaning right here in Tampa Bay. Jade'sPremiumQualityCleaning.com. Got a great lineup for you today here in studio. Thomas King back in studio. Florida Firearms Academy. Welcome back, Thomas.
Thank you. Thanks for having me today.
Yeah, man. You know, a rise in gang activity, limited supply of weapons and ammunition, our Second Amendment constantly being under attack. Lots of things happening in this world right now.
Yeah, it's crazy times we're living in right now, and it's just all goes down to 2020. And I brought a special guest with me today, and he's one of these guys that came into my store. He brought this product, and I'm one of those people that have been using one of these cleaning products for like all my life, and I thought I'd give him a try with his product. And you know what? Once we did, we used it on all our firearm rentals, and we realized, wow, we don't have to clean our guns half as much. So this is my guest today is Chris Hoffman with Clenzoil.
Yeah, Chris, welcome in.
I am glad to be here, guys. And Thomas, that's a great thing for you and a bad thing for us, but all around a good thing for consumers in general.
Well, you know what? You do have those diehard people that have been using that same product for 30, 40 years, and they love it. And then, you know, they don't want to try anything. But once we tried something new, we thought, wow, what an incredible product. We got to make sure that we sell this in our store and everywhere else.
You're absolutely right. It's all too often we run into people that are just stuck in their ways. I'm sure you guys know how that is. But, you know, fortunately, we have a product that speaks for itself, and I can't take credit for that. It was developed in 1948 by a World War II Army captain. So he knew firsthand how great the product needed to be, and he did that. So we're just in a fortunate position to be able to promote, sell, market that product to customers like yourself.
Well, I love this stuff.
Well, yeah, shout out to our military since you brought it up. I mean, you know, that's one of the things right now. They're spread out across the world protecting our freedoms. And our police officers, shout out to them. Anybody buying, selling, or investing through in that community, nurses, teachers, we give them discounts as well. So we salute our military. And if you serve, you save with our team. And many of our partners as well, they extend those discounts to our veterans as well. And coming up, we have Feel Good Story of the Day as well. A couple uses deposit from canceled wedding to feed hundreds of people. Every day, we're going to tell you something positive here on the Consumer Quarterback Show and kind of brighten your day. So that's a feel-good story we have coming up. But first, we have our beach update. Bilmar Beach Resort, Clyde Smith, General Manager. Welcome to the show.
Thank you much, Brandon. So glad to have you back on live, and good to hear from you. Glad you're healthy, and you need to come out and see the beach, get some sunshine.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. We love getting down there a few times a year at least, and man, what a great time. Standing ovations was really unique. You introduced me to that a couple years ago, I think, and what a unique experience that you just had, and I think the sculptures are still up now. People wanted to go see them.
The sculptures are up. We had a wonderful event the week before Thanksgiving. The city went out of their way to follow all the protocols. We had a special group of volunteers we called the Space Force, and they were out there making sure distancing was in place, and everyone really enjoyed it. The vendors said they actually did better this year than they did last year, which is kind of amazing in these times. And so the sculptures are up. One of them is a working sundial and calendar built by Dan Doubleday, and it will actually count down every day until it gets to New Year's Eve, and then it will start going in reverse until it goes back up. Actually, the sculptures will come down after New Year's Eve. So
That's
the
amazing.
month of December is the time to come see them. And then there's a whimsical look at mankind through the centuries, and they're all built out of sand. As you may have heard, Etta took down half of the work they had done. The crew got back together, and they rebuilt it all before the festival.
Wow.
So it's right behind the Bilmar. A lot of people are enjoying lunch at Sloppy Joe's and then going back there and seeing the sand sculptures. And they'll even be up on New Year's Eve when we have a big event. We have the band Stormbringer is going to be playing live on the beach right behind the Bilmar. And we're throwing a party inside Sloppy Joe's, and we have another band playing down at the Waves Fun Zone. And then at midnight, the city's putting on a great fireworks show. So we're looking forward to counting down those days.
I think a lot of people are looking forward to counting down 2020 and getting back into 21, starting a new year. I think a lot of people are, Clyde.
Absolutely. Time for a reboot.
Yeah, that's right.
But we have some great specials going on right now, though. So those people that, don't really, I know a lot of us are canceling further out trips right now. So the staycations are alive and well. And some specials on our website, BilmarBeachResort.com, give you as much as 30% off of our regular room rate. So some great values, and we're just trying to, give people a nice break that they need and also keep our employees working.
Yeah, absolutely. So the beach update, the beach has been beautiful, though, I hear over there. It's we're talking with Clyde Smith, General Manager, Bilmar Beach Resort, with our beach update.
Yeah, the beach is in great shape. A little bit of a washout on the north and south, but on our center, the deep beach that the Bilmar is on, it's absolutely beautiful. They're down there kayaking and paddleboarding. Now, maybe not today, but it's a little rough out there today just with the wind and the cold streak, but it's going to clear up by the weekend. So it's a beautiful time, and as you know, from Treasure Island, you park your car, and you don't have to get back in until you're ready to go home.
That's one of the cool things about Tampa Bay. We do have some areas that have walkability. We've got some great transportation options down there. So yeah, as Clyde said, you can literally park your vehicle if you're staying a week and not even have to touch the vehicle. You can utilize the free beach rides and some other options down there, Clyde.
There are the free beach rides. You have bicycles that you can use as part of the resort. There's just so many options. There's the scooters you can rent. Lots of options, and it takes you just a mile north of us where you have John's Pass. That's a great place to do Christmas shopping. I do all my stocking stuffers there every year and have a good time and, grab some food, a little beverage while I'm there, and it's a great way to round out your trip.
Yeah, absolutely. And, here we are looking at 2021 right around the corner. A lot of people are talking about goal setting and, getting back into that activity and, talking about staff, talking about how you lead your staff. When I go down there, it feels like I'm at a Ritz-Carlton, man. It's like first-class service. Everybody has great, just they treat the guest as if they are gold there at the
We really do. We welcome as family. We've had over 50% repeat guests this year, and that's really what's kept us going in the rough times. And our staff is the one that does that. I'm very, very fortunate to have many of our staff members have been here over 5 years, and about 20% even over 10 years. So we get them, we keep them happy, and they keep our guests happy. It works out well. And
that says a lot for the turnover rate for a business, doesn't it, Clyde?
It does. It's it's hard to find good people right now. There's even with the unemployment where it is, just to get someone that's going to fit in your culture. So we, in fact, when I hang up with you, I'm going to be going out and interviewing a new room attendant that hopefully is going to join our team. And once we get them, we'd like to keep them. We have great benefits, and it works out well. It's a win-win. As
Absolutely.
It should be.
Now, I think there is some confusion amongst would-be shoppers, people that are looking online. They see some of these different pop-ups, and you type in hotel on the beach or something, for example. You see all these confusing messages. The best way to book direct is direct to get the best discount, right?
It really is, and it's also going to give you the best look at what you're really going to get. Some of the third-party websites, they're restricted on what they can really show and say, and they try to look just like our website, but BilmarBeachResort.com is the right one. If there's a slash reservations there, you're probably on a different person's site. And we really take pride in our website being exactly who we are. We don't Photoshop everything, and we are the beach that you see on there.
Very cool. 2 pools on site. You got the restaurant, the awesome restaurant, Sloppy Joe's, right down the way. Beautiful beach, Long Beach. And if you walk out there to the beaches, you can get the umbrellas, and we've got Turbo down there taking good care of folks down by the beach too.
Yeah, Turbo, he's like a family member. In fact, he used to be on our team, and now he takes care of our guests down at the beach's side. He handles the kayaks and paddleboards that are part of your resort stay, and you can get those nice cabanas that are really good, especially if it's a little windy out. You get up under there, and it's course, our beach is deep, so you aren't hearing the city and the hotel. You're just down there listening to the water, and plenty of space on the beach. So it's a perfect spot to get away.
Excellent. Clyde Smith, General Manager, Bilmar Beach Resort, longtime friend of the program, giving us our beach update. Clyde, thanks so much. Greatly appreciate it, and I think we might have to come down there.
We look forward to your next visit.
Yeah, absolutely. Might have to check out those sculptures sometime soon. So
I highly recommend it.
Awesome, man.
Take care, everyone.
Take care, buddy. All right. Check out the Bilmar Beach Resort. Make sure you let them know the real estate quarterback sent you. Take them up on those special offers. Say hello to Clyde Smith and his team. They do such a great job there on the beautiful beaches of Treasure Island right here. You know, and I always say the West Coast is the best coast. If you really compare East Coast of Florida, yeah, are some advantages when you go out just a short distance and you're able to fish, get some deep water fishing done there. But when you look at real estate values, you look at a lot of the attractions that we have still, you know, with professional teams and things of that nature. And the big kicker is the cost. You know, the cost on the East Coast, especially Miami-Dade, Broward, Palm Beach, you're paying lots, multiples of what you could buy for here in Tampa Bay, 1.5 to 2, sometimes even more. Depending on what zip codes you're looking in. So Tampa Bay real estate is a great market. Of course, we like the West Coast over here as well. So it's a great opportunity to buy right now. You know, real estate right now is a hot market. It's the number one reason not to wait to list your house for sale. There's multiple things that we could talk about on that front. But we're going to talk about protecting your assets, protecting yourself, protecting your person, your family, concealed carry classes. Protecting those your household as well. We talk about that with Thomas King, Florida Firearms Academy, coming up, as well as Chris Hoffman, a guest of Thomas's here on the show. He's the CEO of Clenzoil. So we're going to talk about that industry, a rise in gang activity. Now, folks, here's the thing that happens. You watch the news, you see some of the stuff happening. You hear maybe on talk radio, there was a chase from police from Tarpon Springs over to Lakeland just a few days ago. But what you're not hearing about is some of this underground direct from the police departments, the sheriff's departments. Well, we've got our inside guy there, Thomas King, going to give us some info. MS-13 gangs rise, crime, things happening here in Tampa Bay, what to look out for during the holiday season. So stay with us right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Make sure you check out consumerqb.com.
Thanks for listening to my daddy's show. For more information, go to consumerqb.com.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
My friends, when choosing a listing agent to sell your home, their track record is critically important. Dennis Prager here for Brandon and Lindsay Rhymes, owners of Platinum MVP Team at Keller Williams Real Estate. They're consistently rated by the MLS in the top 1% of all Tampa Bay realtors, and that's a big deal. Brandon and Lindsay are always among the top realtors in the state. Call them today at 813-750-0550.
Find them at platinummvpteam.kw.com.
Selling commercial or residential property? Don't leave money on the table. List with the Platinum MVP Team at Keller Williams Realty. I'm Brandon Rhymes. Reach me at 813-670-7372 or platinummvpteam.com.
My name is James DeJerome, and I produce the Consumer Quarterback Show for Brandon Rhymes. The Consumer Quarterback Show is a team, a group of like-minded professionals who partner together to provide our audience sound advice, knowledge, and information to make them wiser consumers. We work with all types of business owners and aggressively promote our local economy. We're currently conducting interviews for our expert contributors. If you own a business or know someone who would benefit from the exposure our show provides, please contact us at 813-750-0550 or online at consumerqb.com.
You're listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
Welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP Team at Keller Williams Realty. My wife Lindsay and I own and operate a top team here in Tampa Bay, ranked in the top 1% of all realtors. We want to help you win in any marketplace, as we say. And buying, selling, or investing, of course, we would love to talk to you. And we do offer discounts for certain veterans, first responders, law enforcement, teachers, nurses. We take care of our radio show family out there. We greatly appreciate you tuning in to the show. I want to let you know about a couple of hot property listings that we have. 1010 Bay Esplanade. This is a gorgeous beach property. This is on the north side of Clearwater Beach. You go on the roundabout, you head north, and it's on the very end of the beach, very private. You're down in there in millionaire land where you've got millionaire neighbors and celebrities. 1010 Bay Esplanade. It's got a gorgeous private deck on the sun deck as well. 3151 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 3 bath, 2-car garage. And owner is motivated to make a deal. He's open to holding a paper on it as well. We've got a property in Tampa here at 1813 East Knollwood. In Tampa. Just did a $4,000 price reduction at 1813 East Knollwood. This is a property that, again, the owner's motivated here. We got an open house coming up as well at that property. So you can see all of our listings at platinummvpteam.kw.com. That's platinummvpteam.kw.com. And we got Thomas King in studio, Florida Firearms Academy, Chris Hoffman, Clenzoil as well. This segment's brought to you by the Golf Depot of Tampa Bay. Golf Depot, a.k.a. Discovery Golf Carts. They hooked us up with a beautiful Keller Williams red. We wrapped it with the Keller Williams. We go using it for personal play. You know, the kids put about 100,000 miles on that thing on the weekend, and then we use it for door knocking and you know, meeting neighbors. It's a great time. Golf Cart Depot, friends of the program. Let them know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you. Take them up on those special offers. Okay, so Thomas, what we've got here, I've got a Daybreak Insider. This is directly emailed from Salem Corporate, 860 The Answer, News, Insight, Passion, Daybreak Insider. It says, number 1 on the list as of today, police cuts lead to highest homicide rate in Seattle in decades. And it's just the beginning as the mayor seeks more cuts, New York Post. And it's a scenario that's being played out in city after city from the National Review says that. What? Any comments on that?
Well, imagine that. You know?
Imagine that,
That's a
exactly.
big surprise secret right there. You see this in many, many countries that actually went socialist or whatever they had done.
Yep.
They minimized the police there, and they brought on their own forces to do what they want and say what they want to do to you. So
it's the playbook.
When you don't have someone that you can call when there's a bad thing happening for you, I guess it's going to be a bad day for you. That's why we're Florida Firearms Academy.
Yeah, the left loves chaos. They love to create that situation, and it's sad to see it kind of playing out in this manner. You also see, I've read stories about suicide rates increasing. I know, I think it was Japan, that the suicide rates have quadrupled.
Right. It was more than people that died from COVID, actually.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
exactly.
Actually scary. We were talking in the break room over there about what was going on here. So if you have a company, you know what we do is we also offer you free. A seminar. How would you like to give your employees something amazing information, how to keep you and your home and your family a hard target and be safe? This isn't about firearms. This is us coming out to you, letting you know how to do this. So what we were talking about earlier was the gangs that actually moved here. So go on our Facebook page or our webpage, that's ffatampa.com, and look for one of these free seminars. I pay officers to come to our store to talk to you what's going on that the media won't tell you. So one of the things that we did talk about was MS-13 here in our backyard and here in Tampa Bay, over 3,000 members, on how they're recruiting your kids. And once they have your kids, that's it. That's game over for you. So how do you avoid that? How do you talk to your kids to avoid that? It's a very serious issue that they're going through right now, and there's no way that they can even stop this.
Yeah, recruiting kids, and then once they're in, it's too late. It's kind of one of those catch-22s, and unfortunately, it's due to the decline in the family. Again, that's another area that the left has pushed a lot over the years is declining the family. You know, we kind of went. I heard it said something like we went from Father Knows Best back in the 50s or 60s, whenever that show came out, to the Al Bundy types. The father's always kind of the butt of the jokes that you see on Disney Channel, even when they're kind of brainwashing these kids. But yeah, so the decline in the family, and I say even further, and Larry Elder would say, who's one of our great national show hosts here on Salem, he would say it's particularly the black families as well that are missing the father. So if you don't have that father figure in the house, unfortunately, that's going to lead to these types of activities.
Well, it's a breakdown of communication, too. You have to talk to your kids, and knowing how to talk to them. If you just go out and say, hey, don't do this, well, that's not good enough. So come to these free seminars. Learn about how to deal with this. They're getting your kids from schools and at malls. They're buying them cool sneakers, getting them high, getting them drunk, making them feel like they're part of their family. Yep. And now they're in. And this is the sad part. They will tell them that if they try to get out, well, they're going to kill your parents. So no kid wants their parent to die. So make sure you understand this and know how to talk to your kids about it. That's very, very important to today's world that we're living in.
Yeah, it really is. And getting getting a gun, carrying, learning to conceal, and how to properly carry, and how to load, hold, aim, and shoot a gun properly. And you have different classes at Florida Firearms Academy right there in Oldsmar, close to the county line, close to Pinellas County line, Hillsborough County line, and FFAtampa.com, of course, online. But talk about some of the cool classes, everything from ladies to kids to seniors.
Right. Well, we do 40 different types of classes. That's taking you from a basic beginner all the way to becoming a professional shooter. We have 16 different instructors. They're certified instructors. That's the very important key about this. And what we did, we dummied everything down that you don't need to know and give you. We want to make sure the things that you do know, that you should know, that you need to know is what is in these classes. And these are certified trained instructors. So we all get together, we train together, and we do it at a very affordable price because we want to offer this to people so they can help support their family, defend their family, and protect themselves.
Yeah, and I tell you, I've had personal training from Thomas, and just it was a fun experience. It was great. My daughter was there; she was learning how to shoot and even do some of the mobile movements. So there's everything from beginner to high level teaching and instruction there at Florida Firearms Academy.
She did really good too. I was really impressed.
yeah, that was fun. It was neat to see that and to kind of learn. And
it's adrenaline rush, right? I mean, once you actually also newbies that come in, they're like, "Wow, I didn't know how powerful this can feel." Not meaning that the firearm is powerful, but now you're one of the strongest, baddest people on the planet. No one can stop you unless someone's better than you on that. So we want to make sure that you know laws, you know how to protect yourself. Shooting is a sport. It's an Olympic sport. It's also a competition, but it's also used right now as a home defense. So you want to be able to defend yourself because right now, defunding of the police or all this going on, you are the first responder. You have to make sure that you're the one that's capable of defending your family.
Yeah, and that starts with awareness, especially, for example, Thomas, let's talk about a mother, for example, going into the mall, buying the kids gifts, or walking out. Of course, there's a lot of holiday shopping, more and more online, as we can discuss as another side topic. But when you walk out of the mall, for example, you got your head down in your phone, you're stumbling for your keys. This is where a lot of the attacks happen.
Yeah, parking lots are festive for people to come out and make sure they get you. They hide out there. They're sitting in the car. They're going to grab your stuff, your purse, or even your person.
Yep.
So there's two types of bad guys in the world. The one that wants your stuff or your belongings, or the one that wants to do harm to you or you. So you have to make sure that you're well aware of what's going on, especially in parking lots. Don't put your guard down there, and especially if you have kids, make sure you keep your eyes out. They're going to be in cars that have tinted out windows, and they're going to make sure that they come up from behind. That's their whole surprise attack. It's the surprise. They want to make sure that they have the upper hand on you at each time.
Yeah, absolutely. The element of surprise, and if you're looking down at your phone, not paying attention, you've got to be aware these days, and it happens more than we can say here on air. The statistics, Thomas, talk about some of the stories you hear from those police officers that come in and shoot in their off time.
Well, it's kind of terrifying, but more so from the people that come in and say, "Hey, I need to buy a gun. I need to get training." And we always ask why. What is it for? Is it competition, sports shooting? No, it's for home defense because someone broke into my house. Someone robbed me at gunpoint. Someone tried to steal my car the other night while I was in it. I mean, these things are terrifying, and it happens every single day. It's kind of like we always think that it's never going to happen to us, but yet we go out and we buy a lottery ticket thinking we're going to win the lottery. So make sure you understand that you know how to do this, because once you do know how to protect yourself and your family, you're always going to have that with you.
That's right. Absolutely. All right. Stay with us right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Make sure you follow us online at Brandon Rhymes 1 on Instagram and Twitter. Consumer Quarterback Show page out there on Facebook, of course, and we can connect on Parler as well. Coming up, couple uses deposit from canceled wedding to feed hundreds of people on Thanksgiving. Great feel-good story and more from Chris Hoffman. Coming up, Thomas King here in studio on the Consumer Quarterback Show. We'll be right back.
This is Chris Voss, former FBI lead hostage negotiator and owner of the Black Swan Group, and you're listening to Consumer Quarterback Show hosted by my friend Brandon Rhymes.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
Let me know when you want to resume. Alrighty then, everybody, please stand by.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're listening to the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show. Reach out to the hotline. We would love to connect with you. Any questions you have from any of our show partners. Again, we got 80 different show categories, consumer advocate content from attorneys, CPAs, financial advisors, solar companies, roofing experts, all types of great home services where we can help you. Save our hotline number in your phone. At some point, you may need it. We've got 5 or 6 different types of attorneys ranging from family law to criminal defense to real estate law. Save our hotline in your phone, 813-670-7372.
Used to call me on my cell
And we
phone.
love it when the hotline blings and rings, 813-670-7372. Give us a call on the hotline. Of course, we would love to help you value your property if you're looking for a free comparable market analysis, something along those lines in the real estate space. We've got credit report options where we can help you clean up your credit with William Crowley, the credit magician. Diane Vance, Fairway Independent Mortgage, can help you get your pre-approval done, of course. So we would love to talk to you there. 4102 West Sevilla. This is a South Tampa property, gorgeous property, again, compliments of the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. It's 4102 West Sevilla. It's a South Tampa corner lot property, great opportunity to own South Tampa real estate right here in Tampa Bay. Also, 13204 Fawn Lily Drive. This is a property out in East Hillsborough County. Beautiful home. It's a large home. And it's 13204 Fawn Lily Drive. 4,500 square feet, 6 bedrooms, 5 bath, 3-car garage, resort-style amenities, covered and screened lanai right here in beautiful Tampa Bay. Check out all of our listings at platinummvpteam.kw.com.
Somewhere sunny and 75.
And this segment is brought to you by Replenish IV Solutions, the science of nutritional balance. Now, what this is directly injected into your bloodstream. You're going to get a bag of fluids. You're going to get vitamins, minerals, electrolytes. And you hear about COVID, you hear about, vitamin D. Get the vitamin D, get the vitamin C's in there. Zinc, load up on the immunity. I go at least once every 2 to 3 weeks and I get a bag. Replenish IV Solutions. They will also come to you. So how cool is that? I saw a picture on their Instagram. The guy's sitting out by the pool, bringing in some sun. He's getting the liquid or the rays, the vitamin D, and he's also getting a bag of liquids as he's sitting out by his pool overlooking the bay. So what better option than that? Replenish IV Solutions. They've got a Gandy location, North Tampa location as well. Check them out online on Instagram as well. Let Steve know that the Real Estate Quarterback sent you. All right, let's get back to business here. We got Thomas King in studio, Florida Firearms Academy, talking about self-defense, protecting yourself. And then also Chris Hoffman, he's the CEO of Clenzoil, clenzoil.com as well. And tell us a little bit more about your involvement and maybe a little bit more about your background.
Sure. So Clenzoil itself was established in 1948 by a World War II Army captain, like I said earlier. The company moved down from Canton, Ohio to Brandon in 2007. There was a brief stint there where it stayed there, and then we took over the company in 2015.
Okay.
So we went through a full rebranding process, had all the assets of the company, but all we had was the liquid solution, the formulation that was developed by that World War II Army captain. So he invented it out of necessity. He'd seen so many problems firsthand while he was fighting overseas that when he came back, he decided that he was going to fix the problem once and for all. And that's where the product came from. So
very cool.
We've just been gifted with an extraordinary product and been given the ability to market it and sell it to a number of retailers, such as Thomas over there at Florida Firearms Academy.
Yeah.
So it really is a tremendous product, a ton of applications. We have a firearms product line, which is our field and range product line. We have a marine and tackle product line, which is great on your fishing reels, boat trailers, anything that's exposed to those harsh saltwater environments. It'll really do a great job of protecting those surfaces.
Very cool. Yeah, Jonathan's putting the website up on the screen. If you're watching our TV show version, maybe you're catching it on Apple, Amazon, Roku, YouTube. But it's really cool. You got some nice products there, some that you can carry with you in the field, it looks like. easier to carry in the field.
Right, so we make everything from the liquid solution to a number of cleaning kits. Everything that we make is designed to make the whole firearms cleaning process easier for the consumer. Our product is a one-step product, so it cleans, lubricates, and protects your firearms all in one step. It's safe on all factory finishes, so it eliminates any kind of guesswork on what kind of finishes you can or cannot use the product on. So it really simplifies the whole process.
Chris, you know what the number one thing on our rental guns we have?
They probably don't get cleaned very often.
Well, but if you don't have good lubrication on there, they wear out, and that's the end of the firearm. So that's why we use your product. I have people that have been using certain products for years and years, and they come in and say, "What's this? This is the only stuff you guys carry?" I'm like, "Look, just try it. If it doesn't work or you don't think it's better, I'll give you your money back and I'll buy the bottle back from you." And they come back and they always say, "Yeah, I'll buy some more of that stuff." It's pretty amazing stories for these guys.
Question for you. How often should you clean your gun?
Well, there's so many variables in play there, Brandon. One being, especially with the current state of things, how many new firearm owners are entering the market. There's no telling how many of these people are picking up a gun and just keeping it in a safe for months and months on end. Now, I think we all know firsthand how this Florida salt air can just get to just about anything out there. And destroy it pretty quickly. I mean, I've seen guns that have been just never used, put in a safe for a year, and then all of a sudden they pull it out and it's got surfaced rust all over it. So, to make the answer short, if it's your concealed firearm that you're carrying every day, I would certainly recommend at least taking a look at it once a month. I mean, after all, it is your final line of defense if you find yourself in a life or death situation. So you want to make darn sure that it's going to work when you pull that trigger.
Right.
If you're putting it away for storage, I would recommend cleaning, lubricating, and leaving a finish of Clenzoil on there at least once a year. If you pull it out for hunting, you give it a good once over before, and then after, put it back in the safe, and you should have no problems.
Now, did you bring some of the product in? I can't remember if you did or not.
I don't have any product right here.
Okay.
Obviously, you can see what all the product looks like on the website. We also offer free samples on there. That's how confident we are in people using and liking the product. We do ask that you just pay shipping and handling on it, but if you try it, we just about guarantee that you're going to like it.
Very good. Yeah, and I think there's a market also when you think about self-defense for realtors. Realtors are going in a lot of times. It's an easy bait tactic where people could, the perp could bait you go online, you look at the pretty girl, for example, if you wanted to, and hey, can you show me this house? And
it happens so much.
It does, and that's why I was saying, when you look at the ability to train people, go in and look at those scenarios, that one of the keys is just don't turn your back to people, right? As you're showing the house, don't turn your back. Let them go first.
It's about awareness and knowing the person. But one thing, I do a lot of real estate seminars, letting you know how to get out of these situations and how do you avoid these situations. It's very important. But anytime someone can scout you out on a web page, see your picture, go, ooh, I like that person. All I got to do is call them up, say, hey, I'd like to look at a house. And that's how they can get you. So be prepared,
Yeah, be diligent, be prepared. Look at those scenarios that could play out. And yeah, so when you think about the scenario, by the way, if you just joined us, we're talking with Thomas King, Florida Firearms Academy here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Chris Hoffman, as well as his guest, Clenzoil, Clenzoil.com. That's Clenzoil.com. And what else are you seeing in the marketplace?
Well, it's wild out there right now. I go into hundreds of gun stores, a lot of them here in the state of Florida, and then some outside the state of Florida as well. But if you've been shopping for a gun, if you've been in a gun store, you'll undoubtedly notice that shelves are a lot more bare than they typically are. Ammunition is hard to come by. There are some people that are able to get their hands on it, but when they do, it's gone fast.
Yeah.
That's due to a number of reasons, a huge increase in demand, but also a massive shrink in supply due to the COVID situation as well. So it really is tough out there for retailers. And then, as far as the consumer goes, if people aren't aware, it's pretty easy to get frustrated when you walk into a store and see a selection that is significantly lower than you might expect. So we could go on and on about all the different.
How's your product? You guys still got quite a bit?
Oh yeah. Well, so we had a little bit of a tough time in the midst of all this. When COVID first came everybody was bottling up hand sanitizer. So
right.
The bottles and applicators, that market just shot through the roof. So, it was a tough time. Fortunately, we had a significant supply on hand, but it was a tough time. We had a tough time getting our hands on the bottles, the caps, all the things that we used to produce the product. So we made it through just fine, but it certainly was a little bit more difficult. And then as far as demand goes, I mean, I think we're probably one of the few companies that kind of kept moving forward through the whole thing. Our big thing was if our retailers can't get product from these distributors, then they're going to have really nothing to sell on their shelves, right? I mean, Thomas, you know how difficult it was to order anything through distribution for a while there.
We've been very fortunate with ammo and firearms at this point, but many stores aren't.
Right, exactly. So we wanted to make sure that we were keeping our customers stocked up, especially with as many new firearms owners as there are out there. The education aspect of it is absolutely critical, as Thomas said. The maintenance part, the training part, you're only as good as your skill set. So if you are one of those people, make sure you do your due diligence, do your research, take a couple of classes, make sure you're proficient in all aspects of it, breaking it down, cleaning it, and then, of course, being able to use it should that time come.
Yeah, absolutely.
To some of his products, it's just a few dollars. We just had our Black Friday sale. People came in from everywhere wanted to buy it. But this little tiny bottles or the larger bottles, they last forever. Even if you clean your gun every time you shoot, they last a very long time.
Right, which, like I said, is great for the consumer, but it's a tough part of our business. But at the end of the day, we're not going to sacrifice quality. So, a little bit does go a long way, and then you just need to use it as you feel need. So,
Clenzoil.com, Florida Firearms Academy, FFATampa.com, and support the local business. Another great example of local business owners, local entrepreneurs here in Tampa Bay. Clenzoil, based out of Dade City, and Thomas King right here at FFATampa.com, right in Oldsmar, Tampa area here. So stay with us when we come back. We're going to talk about our feel-good story of the day. We're going to give you some a feel-good story. Couple uses deposit from canceled wedding to feed hundreds of people on Thanksgiving. And stay with us on the Consumer Quarterback Show. More from our expert contributors. We'll be right back after the short break.
Hey, I'm Ken Shamrock, and you're here with Consumer Quarterback Show. And I say, Brandon Rhymes, knock out your competition.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
This is Diane Vance with Fairway Independent Mortgage, a member of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Please give me a call for any of your mortgage needs. We do all sorts of loans. If you would like information on a mortgage, you can text me or call me at 727-647-8199. I will take care of all your mortgage needs. Go to my website at dianevance.com.
Ian Beckles here with my man Brandon Rhymes, a.k.a. the real estate quarterback. Brandon, what's happening with the market?
Thanks, Ian. We are in a low inventory market, so any of our listeners are homeowners and would like a free comparable market analysis or a 2.5% listing, we will honor this for the first 3 listeners who call or text in 813-773-1253. Free CMA and a 2.5% real estate listing at 813-773-1253.
Check out consumerqb.com. Selling commercial or residential property? Don't leave money on the table. List with the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. I'm Brandon Rhymes. Reach me at 813-670-7372 or platinummvpteam.com.
You're listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty, helping you win in your real estate deals, buying, selling, or investing. We would love to talk to you and help you understand the market, help you go through a market analysis if you're looking to sell or purchase. And we want to help you win in your moving as well. Brothers Easy Moving as the official moving partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Gary Thacker is the owner. They did a personal move for me. So, again, I can tell you from firsthand experience, they're a first-class organization. Reach out to Brothers Easy Moving, whether you're planning a local or even a long-distance cross-country move. Brothers Easy Moving, the official moving partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. All right, hot property here in Tampa Bay, 12208 Four Oaks Road. This is a development opportunity. This would be almost considered like a commercial play, but what it is, it's 5 acres right here in the heart of Carrollwood in Tampa, 12208 Four Oaks Road. 5 acres MOL. You got a great opportunity to develop properties here. You can put up to about 40 units on this property. Think about that play as a real estate investor, taking smart money, putting it into a market, aka the housing market, where you already know there's significant demand. You have more buyers than sellers. We've got a strong seller's market right now. So buy this land, develop the property, and sell the units at a premium. 12208 Four Oaks Road right here in Tampa Bay. You can see all of our real estate listings at platinummvpteam.kw.com. That's platinummvpteam.kw.com right here in Tampa Bay. We are going to help you win. All right, every day we're going to tell you something good. In our feel-good story of the day, we're going to tell you something good.
Tell me something good.
Okay, so we got a couple that uses their deposit from a canceled wedding. Of course, COVID-19 forcing people to cancel their wedding plans. But they feed hundreds of people on their Thanksgiving. So it's a couple in Illinois had to cancel their wedding due to COVID-19. Emily Bugg, Billy Lewis, married on October 1st. City Hall in Chicago. So instead of having a catered reception, the newlyweds used their deposit to purchase 200 Thanksgiving dinners for clients of Thresholds, a nonprofit mental health provider dedicated to helping people with serious mental illness and substance use conditions. The meals catered by Big Delicious Planet and included turkey, vegetables, potatoes, and, quote, in the grand scheme of things, canceling a big wedding isn't the worst thing that could happen, says Emily. We're happy to be married. We're happy that we could help Threshold's clients feel the connection of a Thanksgiving meal as a result of a wedding cancellation. There you have it, our feel-good story of the day. I always love those, bringing those to light here in the Tampa Bay and the Consumer Quarterback Show. All right, we got a great lineup here in studio. Expert contributors. Time for our lightning round. We're going to give you some top tips, nuggets of advice, parting words of wisdom.
The lightning round.
I am so good at lightning rounds.
I majored in lightning.
All right, here we go. We got Thomas King in studio. Give us some top tips, Thomas, things to think about.
Well, something to think about is our free FFA VIP party coming up on December 6th at 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. We're going to go ahead and feed all of our members free dinner. We're going to give away Glock, Smith & Wesson, shotguns, rifles, cases of ammo, and much, much more. It's no purchase necessary. It's for our members, their family, and they can invite 2 guests. That's on December 6th at 5 p.m.
Awesome. Good stuff. Join, be a member. That way you can go to these cool events that they're doing, and you got giveaways going on and everything. That's fun. By the way, I was lucky enough to win a awesome gun. What was that, a 45?
You were lucky. Yeah, it was a Dan Wesson 1911.
1911.
You're making people jealous right now.
I know. That was awesome. That was really cool. So get involved with Florida Firearms Academy, and they've got a lot of cool things going on over there. All right, give us some top tips, nuggets of advice, parting words of wisdom. Chris Hoffman.
Well, I would just say if you're one of the many new firearm owners out there, get out, get educated, find yourself a facility like Florida Firearms Academy, take some classes. There's really just an unsurmountable amount of value in some of these courses. So I can't stress that enough. Learn how to properly disassemble, clean your firearm. And also, if you're out there doing your holiday shopping and looking for a firearm for yourself or for a loved one, be patient with these gun stores. They've been busting it since March when COVID first came down and have really not gotten a break. So try and be a little bit understanding of the situation that they've been in. Of course, they want you to make sure that you and your family are protected, but try and do your best to understand it from the other side as well.
Yeah, absolutely. My tip for today is, what if I were to tell you there's a way to increase your mental agility and to become 31% smarter? As you know, I teach negotiation strategy here in Tampa Bay to realtors and other groups. But there is a way to do it, and it's called the smiling effect. By simply smiling, you're going to force yourself to be in a good mood. You're going to have the happiness attitude, right? And by the law of reciprocation states that if I'm smiling at you, there's a high probability that you're going to smile back, and we're going to raise each other's attitude, feelings, and the way that we see each other. So your mental agility at that point is going to increase by 31%. Studies show that you're going to be almost 31% smarter. So that's going to make it easier to get deals done, easier to find a common ground, whether you have an adversarial relationship or if you're trying to sell a real estate transaction or whatever you're selling in your business. People want to do business with people that smile and that are in good moods and have a good attitude. So if you're smiling, you're going to be more likely to get what you want in the end. And you're going to be able to not have those head-butting arguments that you have. So you might as well be in a good mood and smile. So the smiling effect, it's called the happiness attitude, 31% smarter just by simply smiling. Think about that. That's awesome. Thomas King, Florida Firearms Academy.
I always smile. It sounds like common sense, but for some people it seems like it's a never. They could never think about doing that. You got to stay positive. I would definitely love to say one thing though, but I wanted to thank Chris for coming out here, letting you know about his product. Amazing stuff. Many of you guys know that I love to promote other gun stores. I love to promote instructors, and we're all in this together. We really need to work together because there's huge companies out there that are working together to take away our Second Amendment rights and our freedoms. So we all need to come together. So if you want to be a guest with me on this show, please contact me at Florida Firearms Academy. Our phone number there is 813-221-FIRE. Let me know what you do, what product you have, what gun store you're with. I want you to come out here and talk about your store because I want you to survive in this environment that we're in right now.
Well, that's cool, Thomas. You're always a great networker and a very selfless in that asking, telling other folks to bring on, to come on the show, and Chris Hoffman, I'm sure you can attest to that as well.
Yeah, Thomas is great. The entire team at Florida Firearms Academy is great. He's even extended the offer to me to offer some of our other customers in the area to come on and be a guest on here. So that really speaks volumes about his whole mentality regarding the Second Amendment, protecting that, and also just networking as a local community. So
yeah,
thank you,
absolutely. Chris. So Chris, I want to go back to you. What's the number one thing that the average soccer mom, single dad, where everybody's so busy out there? What's the number one thing they can do to just be aware, to defend themselves, to defend the family? What's the things to look out for? Consumer advocate tip.
So as far as things to look out for, I mean, your gut instinct is typically right. If you feel uneasy in a situation, you undoubtedly want to heighten your awareness and make sure that you're keeping your head on a swivel.
Yeah.
We were talking about the parking lots earlier. Taking simple steps, keeping your phone out of your hands, and instead maybe keeping your keys on you, or if you do carry a firearm, making sure that your hand is in your purse or accessible, and that you're thinking about if somebody were to come and do something, sneak up behind me, that you have a plan of action. Just trying to stay one step ahead of all that, and then being in your home in the holidays, there's a couple of quick tips. Make sure you're keeping a flashlight on your nightstand.
Yeah.
Anytime if you think you hear something, if you pick up your phone, that light is going to expose you right away. So be strategic about how you may reach out to the police. Things like that, just, kind of thinking and trying to be one step ahead of these people that are out there trying to take advantage of the season.
One of the big ones,
right.
One of the big ones right now is people are using like the Dahmer effect, where they say, hey, could you give me a hand, or do you know what time it is? And when you look at your watch, that's when they attack you. So you have to keep that offense on that as well. You have to make sure that these people aren't trying to use you in this, your kindness for them to be able to attack you.
Yeah. They're going to take your kindness for weakness in some cases. You got to be careful. Got to be, like you said, head on a swivel. We used to make fun of people in film room. Remember in football where you're chasing the would-be tackler. You're the would-be tackler, and then all of a sudden you get that blindside hit, and you get pancake blocked. So everybody in the room laughs at you. But that's in life. In real life, it's not just that. It's you're hit over the head with a pistol. You're in the back of a police car. you are a statistic. So that's the things that could happen. I want to thank our expert contributors today, Thomas King, Florida Firearms Academy, Chris Hoffman, Clenzoil, and we had Clyde Smith, General Manager of the Bilmar Beach Resort here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Of course, all of our production team doing an outstanding job while I was out, and of course, another great job today. Thanks to all of our listeners, our viewers out there. Follow us online. We would love to connect at Brandon Rhymes 1 on Instagram and Twitter. Consumer Quarterback Show page out there, as well as consumerqb.com. We'll see you next time.
Listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Contact Brandon Rhymes at 813-670-7372. That's 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. And join us next time for the Consumer Quarterback Show.